Hey girls, hey. Hey boys, hey. Welcome back to my channel, part 2. Mama Beauties, is it blurry? Oh my goodness, this is getting on my nerves. I think it's my internet connection. So once some people try to hop on, I will see if I am still blurry. Is it blurry? It seems kind of laggy. Ugh. Probably worse. Probably worse. Oh, it's good. It's good. Yay. It's got to be that computer then. Something's wrong with it. I got to take it in to get cleaned because it is Gage's school computer. And I mean, I made him beat it in his head that he could not be on the internet, that it was him and his games and his streaming. And so I gave him my phone, which is like a very old, ancient 1992 phone. And I'm letting him watch YouTube on that. So he's not even taking the stream anymore. So when it was blurry, I'm like, what in the world is going on? So that's good. But you can see my whole backdrop. I wonder if I bring it in. Yeah, that's what I need to do is bring it in. Bring it in. So give me a second. I'm glad you guys can see. How is everyone? And for the new people, tell us a little bit about yourself. This is Monday Mama Meeting, and what we do here is we just get to know one another. We uplift each other. We talk to each other. We try to be here for each other. Knocking stuff over. I was really, really proud of Adrienne and her sharing on Saturday. Wow. Bless her heart. She has been through hell and back. That'll work for now. She has been through hell and back, and she survived it. And I was just super proud of her and sharing her survivor story. Thank you, guys. Hi, one Mama Lisa. Hi, everybody. Sweet. I went and got another device. So that just means that it's the computer. It needs to be cleaned. It's also been left running all night long. And we know what happens to that when a computer is left running all night long on the internet. It's just needs its temporary internet files cleaned. It needs a lot of cleanup going on. So I'm just going to take it in and have it done so I don't have to worry about it anymore. So I will just do my streams on this for a little while until I can get my other stuff going. So let me know if it gets blurry. Oh, it is amazing. The lighting keeps changing on it. It is a little weird, but oh, yes, girl. Gotta love that Coach purse. Gotta love it. I used to collect those and have a bunch of them. But I decided a while back that I had to pick a passion. It either had to be purses or shoes. I couldn't have both. That I hadn't succeeded enough in life to have a bunch of both. One is really nice. One really nice purse is good. But I decided I would rather have a bunch of shoes. Mm-hmm. Yay, Brandy's back. Yeah, she is a survivor through and through. I met her through working together a long time ago, probably right after I had Gage. I met her. And Gage is 8 years old. And I never knew any of that. I never knew that, what she had been through and what she had overcame. And I was so proud of her. I believe that was the first time she shared the full details of that story and what she went through. And I was just like, I had my jaw on the ground. I had to pick it up because it was just like, wow, girl, I'm so glad that she is here today because of all of that she went through. I'm just in awe of her strength and integrity that she has today, and accountability that she has today blew my mind too. Girl, don't feel guilty when you spend money on yourself. You deserve it. I was just going to send you guys over there to watch the Jays for Justice. I think it's worth it. I've been following Allison Watterson this whole time, and if you guys are interested in finding out what the mom has found when she went on all these searches every weekend, because she hasn't been posting it in the group. So I will be over there listening, all ears. So Jays for Justice is having Misty Watterson, Allison Watterson, the missing girl that went missing from North Plains, Oregon, tonight on her channel at 8 p.m. my time, I think. I don't know. But I am doing Monday Mama Meeting early so I can watch it. And I recommend other people watch it just so we can get more information about Allison. Yes, she was, Natasha. She was on it. Jack's got approved to start his special needs kindergarten in September 2020. Oh, yes, girl. Some good news. I just can't get this child potty trained. You will, girl. You will. Boys are just a little bit harder. You know it, girl. You got this. I know you do. I know you got it. I collect miniature perfume. I eventually pass them on to my daughter. Yes, I love perfume too. That's another thing I had to just, it stopped buying so much of. I put myself on a budget a while back, and I'm doing really well. I'm pretty impressed with myself. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys what I did. Speaking of, okay, so I feel like I was being tested. Last week when I went to the doctor, I'm in outpatient treatment for my substance abuse, you guys. My drug of choice used to be 30s. It's no secret to anyone on the channel. I used to snort 10 30 milligram Percocets a day, my 120-pound self. I'm 135 now, but back then I was only 117 pounds. So I got into moving them and getting free ones, and I'd end up getting at least 10 free ones a day, you guys. And so I had to go on Suboxone. And I ended up getting off of pills because of, not Suboxone, Subutex, same thing, but buprenorphine. And I ended up kicking my pill habit because of buprenorphine. Then I weaned myself off of buprenorphine. And right before Thanksgiving, before the holidays came up, it was the day after Thanksgiving, actually. So I did Thanksgiving, and that Friday after Thanksgiving, I was feeling so guilty. Like I wanted to use so bad. And I was kicking myself in the butt for it, for even having the thoughts. I wasn't even trying to make any action to get anything, but I was kicking myself in the butt for even thinking like that. And so the next morning at 5 a.m., I made sure that I was in the clinic and getting back into treatment. So when I went in there, I didn't have anything in my system, and I didn't think that they were going to take me. I thought you had to have opiates in your system. But since I was a former patient at a sister clinic, they knew that I had been in treatment before, and they thought it was good that I came in instead of went and found my drug of choice, which were Percocet 30s, pure Percocets. And so I got in their program this past Thanksgiving, and I got put back on Subutex, and I earned up to where I could get them by the month. If you go in and you have enough clean drug screens, they'll, instead of giving you a script for 1 week, they give you a script for a whole month. So I had worked the program all the way up to that, and I didn't have the whole amount of money that I need to get my whole month's script. So they broke it down for the week for me, and I pay $100 a week, you guys, to this clinic. That's not even covering the script. The script cost me $50, but I paid this clinic $100 a week. So I went in and I paid them, and then the doctor ended up upping me a 0.25 a day. So a quarter of one a day. He upped my dose. Well, when I went to pick up my dose last week, they gave me two too many. Okay, two too many. And I did the math and I looked at the bottle and I was like, it took me all week, you guys. And I kept those two in there. And the day that I go in and pay, I don't get my dose for that day until after I go to the pharmacy. So when I went in there today, I had the 2 extra that the pharmacy had given me, and I hadn't had any at all for the day. I have to wait until after 12 when they call it in. And I could have taken those and not said anything to anybody. I mean, not both of them. I'm not prescribed 2 at a time. But I could have taken one of those and not waited for the pharmacy. But I went in and I told them that I got 2 extra and that it was a mistake and I didn't want them to continue to give me 2 extra. And then when I went to we called the pharmacy, and so they gave me 2 less this week. But yes, the pharmacy gave me 2 extra of my medicine, and the old me would have never said anything and would have wanted it to happen every single week. But the new me was like, oh, no, you ain't doing that to me. And I didn't even take it this morning. I waited until I got it at noon and showed them those 2. So I was pretty impressed with myself for doing that, because you know that when you're an addict, you don't tell when somebody gives you extra. Y'all are in here talking about stuffed turtles. Nobody's even listening to me. It's okay. Thank you, Jennifer and Angie and Miss T. Thank you so much, you guys. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Sherry. Hey. And hey, everyone that is new. I love this little community in this group. Hi, Save Robbie. I didn't know you was in here. Hey. Hey. Your mama collects frogs. My mom collected butterflies. And turtles, huh? One mama. That's sweet. Let's see. Thank you, Chronic. That means a lot. Hey, Save. Hey, Save. Hi, Kara. Thank you, Angie. Thank you, Natasha. Thank you, everybody. It's okay. I was just messing. I'm just messing with my own self. So, what else is going on? We're just chit-chatting about what's going on with you guys, Ashley. How are you feeling? What's crack-a-lacking in y'all's neighborhoods? What's going on in the kitchen? Isn't it, Thomas? It's a great place. We love it. We love it. And we're honest and truthful with one another. We will be quick to let each other know what we're feeling. But we're not ugly about it. It was awkward. I watched it in my Patreon, Save Robbie, and it was so awkward. The sex scenes were like soft porn, and it was ridiculous. And they portrayed a lot of things like totally whack and wrong and not how it went down. But that's Lifetime for you. What I did like was the 1-hour segment that they did after the movie where they interviewed Shanann's friends. And Tammy again, of course. Tammy is such a badass. Chronic says, hey. Yes, he cracked me up with that parody. If you're talking about the one that he said, I got attacked, I loved it. I loved it. It was like, I couldn't believe, I had to turn it down in some parts Save Robbie. You said it was so graphic. You're right. There was a certain, when he was doing that to her, I had to turn the volume all the way down. I couldn't listen to that or think of that. It was quite traumatizing when they got so graphic with how he did it, when they don't even know if that's how it went down. Thank you, Angie. That means a lot. Yeah, the guy that played Chris nailed it for sure, though. Like, he's the whole reason why I kept watching and didn't just tell the group, hey, I'm not watching this anymore. Because the actor really did make you feel like Chris was there. It was creepy. He nailed that part. You're fine, Ashley Lovebug. Chronic said the Lifetime movie was horrendous. In my opinion, it really gave me upsetting vibes. Mine too. I mean, I didn't even really talk much. And you know, when mama is silent, that something is wrong. It was disturbing. It disturbed me quite a bit. I was watching it for 3 hours in my group, and I didn't have a whole lot to say. And I despise how they made it look like Shanann ordered for him. She went all the way as far as ordering his food. Whatever. Yes, girl. I had to turn it down on the stairs. I couldn't watch that. Nobody got to hear what was going on during that because I turned it completely down on my TV. Yes, Heather, you're absolutely right. Heather, I said that in one of my videos. I said that I wasn't even going to watch the Lifetime movie, but I was watching Married at First Sight, which I love, by the way, you guys, that comes on Lifetime. Those people have some cojones. But anyway, I was watching Married at First Sight, and I saw the interview of him doing the polygraph, and that actor nailed it so much, it sucked me into watching it. And the actor did have to, he made the movie pretty much. Yeah, they did make Shanann look like that. Oh, what'd Chronic say? I think it was so heartbreaking to think of her family watching this. I can understand why. Oh yeah, that is one thing I spoke up. I think I was like, what about the Ruseks? Is it Ruseks or Rucheks? Anyway, however you pronounce their name, I was so appalled for them, like having to, I hope to God they don't watch that. It will be in their worst interest to watch that. Yeah, exactly. That and a couple of other things were made up. The whole thing about he started using gift cards because she didn't like the charge at the wheelhouse. That was never a thing either. I mean, like, come on. Thank you, Ashley. I don't like the way the movie made Shanann look either. Victim shaming, yes. And that's why I quit allowing people to plug other channels here. It's because sometimes channels get plugged that victim shame, and I don't ever want to plug a channel that victim shames. So we just quit plugging channels altogether over here. Oh, me either, Jennifer. It was heartbreaking. They did them so wrong, Chronic. Yeah, NK was gorgeous. Gorgeous. And she wasn't natural looking, They needed a natural looking NK, not Mrs. Glam, ready to walk out on red carpet, waking up looking like she going to be America's Next Top Model or something. He did use the gift cards to pay for the dinners. He did that all along, but then the gift cards ran out, and Shanann noticed the first charge he put on their joint debit card. So, but they acted like that happened at the beginning before he even used gift cards, and that wasn't true. Chronic, you crack me up. Chronic said the actor studied this case in depth or already has some quirks in his own personality. You know that's right. That came from when Coder mentioned to him that Shanann was the type to order what she wanted. He couldn't have. There's a huge difference in having to take the reins versus being controlling. Exactly. Oh, I thought he did use gift card. I already said that. I wonder if NK watched. Wonder why I thought that part was true. He did use gift cards. Yes, he did. He used gift cards. But he used gift cards in the beginning. And then that very last charge was him using his debit card because he knew he was going to kill her the next day. Yeah, I wondered if she watched too. They had a dog. Yeah, and they did make NK look like a victim. That really bothered me a lot, you guys, because she wasn't no victim. And she definitely wasn't crying when she found out. She was listening in on the phone conversation when he was talking to the police. She was listening in on the phone conversation when the police were over. This has all been documented by records, her phone records. So that really upset me that they portrayed her out to be some sweet little innocent victim. And on February 2nd, you guys, we are going to pick up the rest of the discovery in my Patreon group. So if you want to finish this discovery with us, we have 900 pages of the Chris Putz discovery to go through still. We went through a bunch of them on the channel, and then we promised Frankie Jr. that we wouldn't do it anymore and make videos about it anymore on the channel. So we're just going to read the discovery in Patreon starting February 2nd. Exactly, Miss T. So we will dive deep back into the stuff that we didn't get to cover before, because there was a lot that we were noticing in the first 900 pages. We were noticing stuff that other people didn't notice, because this channel and us together as one has a fine eye for detail. Yeah, she didn't care at all, Angie. That's fine, Jennifer. You won't miss it will still be there. That's the best part about Patreon, Jennifer, is when you join, you get all the past posts too. So if you miss any of it, it'll be there to watch the replay. That's really cool about Patreon. So if you join next month Patreon, you'll be able to see everything I posted the month before by scrolling down. Yes, we did, girl. I was watching it with Chronic and Brandy. Who else was there with me, you guys? Who else watched this movie with me? We watched it in my Patreon. I just didn't leave it up. But we did watch it live together. I went live for 3 hours straight in my Patreon. Yes, I did. Hand to God, I did. Who did it? This girl. I know. I think me and Brandy should write a book about Harley before somebody else does. I mean, we got enough information. We could pump one out real quick. But I want to wait until we get more answers from a PI. But yeah, my goodness. Trust me, by the time I leave this world, you guys, I will have 4 or 5 books out there. Promise you that. Hold myself accountable on this channel. I'm only 42 years old. So by the time I leave this world, I want 4 or 5 books out here. Oh, love, I'm sorry. I was scared I was going to get my channel taken down, or not my channel, but my Facebook group, because it was completely illegal. There were 3 or 4 of us besides me, Chronic, Brandy. Rourke said it was clear NK had nothing to do with it from the beginning. I know, he's crazy. But he did say that back in December, like right before Chris's sentencing. So it has been over a year since he said that. Oh, yes, we're not done with Harley. We're definitely not done with Harley, but everybody's acting out of emotion right now. People are upset because we couldn't stop a cremation or the chimney removal, but we knew about the chimney removal all along, and we knew about the cremation all along. Those things we knew we weren't going to be able to impede, but we wouldn't even have access to that stuff anyway because the chief himself is saying that there was no foul play. So the PI has to dig up the foul play and then present it to someone above and beyond the chief. Yes, we know, Maxine. We knew they were getting rid of the chimney a while back. There was actually a post that circulated around forever that said that this girl had asked if her stepmom and her dad could take that chimney down, and the homeowner said that he was already on it. I mean, we already reported on the chimney being taken down. Here on this channel, me and Brandy both said that the chimney was coming down. We both said that he was being cremated too. Even though we knew there was plenty of money to bury him and give him a headstone, he was still getting cremated. We knew that. But that doesn't mean that there haven't been cases where the only evidence they had was circumstantial, and you can't take away our circumstantial evidence. I feel like it's acting weird because it keeps changing colors. Is it blurry? That's right. Me and Brandy have an ongoing investigation. No, not against NK, Misty. We went on and went back to talking about Harley. Oh, yes, we read those here, Daniel. If you watch Harley video 1 and 2, we read those disgusting posts that you're talking about. It was horrid. In my Harley video 1 and 2, I deleted the other ones that I had. I made new ones, and unfortunately, there's a couple of spots in there that are blurry, but I presented everything. I presented the disgusting posts that prove that she was a vile, she took a vile approach to mothering. How about that? So, yeah, but I think a PI has access to a lot of things that we don't. And so what our course of action is to everybody just emotionally calm down. There's nothing that we can do immediately. We've got to find a private investigator that is even willing to touch this case. And then once that PI tells me how much that he wants to do it, because I'm going to tell him you need one lump sum, we're not going to pay you again. And I'm not going to let somebody play on our emotions and milk us for money. And once I find out how much it's going to cost, I will come on and I will tell you guys how much it's going to be, and we will raise the money to do so. Now, Wednesday, me and Brandy will tell you everything that we know about Harley. From this point on, we will go over the video that Andy had posted that when he went over there and asked the chief, you decided to take the chimney down. We will show you the pictures that we have. We'll show you more screenshots that we have, and we'll go over everything on What's Up Wednesday. And so I want everyone to just relax and chill. Be careful in those groups, man. The chief's in the group. Roseanne's in the group. And you guys are, I know you want to help. I know that. And I'm so sorry if you've emailed me and I've been short or distance with you because I don't know who you are on the other end. It takes a while for me to be able to trust somebody. So until we build a rapport, then I'm not going to give you a lot of information until I know that you're a safe person and that you're not going to hinder what we've got going on over here. Yeah, there's just no way possible he fit in that chimney. So we will go over everything on Wednesday. Are you still going to get your mother's cold case reopened? Girl, I got way too much on my plate right now. So he is dying slowly of cirrhosis of the liver. And I don't know. Harley happened and I put all my focus on him and my channel, and I do videos every day on my channel. I homeschool my son from 10 to 4 every day. I run the Patreon group. I'm trying to get my LLC started to get my website up and running. I am getting all my certifications done for my life coaching. I'm trying to get 25 life coaching clients and 500 hours under my belt. So he ain't even worth my time. He is dying slow. And I know that sounds horrid, but it is. He killed my mother and he molested me from 4 to 14. And if he watches me, then you deserve for this to be out there, Terry Leroy Duncan. Mm-hmm. And I'm strong, honey. I ain't that weak little girl that you threatened all the time with killing my mom. You ended up killing her, so why should I keep that secret? That's not, something that you should get away with. And I feel like you should rot in hell, but I have to be the bigger person. I have to learn to forgive. The Bible says to forgive. I have to not let it rent space in my head anymore. It made me a life coach, you guys. It made me able to help others get the tools to get on the other side of something like that. He didn't hurt me as much as he helped me. And I know that some people won't be able to understand that, but that's just how I look at it. He didn't hurt me as much as he helped me. He made me a survivor. He made me strong. He made me so prepared for all that that hit me in life. It was never being messed with as a child. It was never as traumatic as pretending like you were asleep so they had to physically force you to go. Oh. Girl, you took me somewhere down that road. I'm so sorry, you guys. Thank you, May. Yes, the children it's sick. Yeah, we do. Once we get Harley justice, it might give me that boost of morale to do something. But let's see how many doors we get shut in our face on this. I mean, it's really going to be upsetting if I can't find a private investigator that'll touch it. Yes, thank you, Miss T. Thank you. Next week, and we're doing a bunch of stuff in Miami and the Everglades. Probably won't be on YouTube while they're there. Okay, we will miss you, Daniel. We will miss you, honey. And I can't wait to write a book too. I've actually made the timeline. I just got to write the book. And the best part about my book, you guys, is it's going to start with like age 4 to grade school, like the end of elementary school. It's going to be a whole book of everything I endured from kindergarten till 5th grade. And then the next book is going to be about all my middle school years. And then the next book will be what I faced in high school. And the summer right before high school, my mom was murdered by my stepdad, the same man that molested me for 14 years. Or no, he didn't meet me until I think I was 4 when my sister was born. So yeah, still. I'm so tired of the family annihilators. Why is this the choice always now? The new case today broke my heart again. Yeah, it is getting way bad. Good for you, creatively inspired. Good for you. It is becoming the norm. It's disgusting. Yeah, Lisa, we know. We got pictures early this morning about the chimney coming down. Thank you, love, though. It's so awesome that you guys are quick to keep us updated. Yeah, we've got pictures of the chimney. We've got the video all in my Patreon down below. Once you join the Patreon, you become part of a small community. There's only about 35 of us in there. That's where we upload everything right away. I give you pictures. I give you screenshots. I give you anything that I get. I put it in there. That's where we streamed the movie. When we watched the Lifetime movie, it was in the Patreon. I'm going to do a live bingo game in there. And so it is bolt down like Fort Knox. You have to join the Patreon. The link isn't down below. I have to put it later. It's in my other video down below. So once you join the Patreon, I get an email that says you joined. Then I send that email that you used for Patreon, the group link, and ask you what name you use on Facebook. Once you respond to me, you will have already tried to get into the group, but it won't let you in there until I find out what your name is and I go back and accept you. So it is bolt down like Fort Knox up in there, you guys. So just know it is a small, safe community. Why is it confusing, Brandy? I don't get confused. People update both of us on Harley all the time. Yeah, you guys can update both of us if you want to. I know, but I don't. I showed you what was up and that you were confused. Yes, honey. What's up? Okay, I'm gonna get off right now. I love you. All right, my son, I kept I was on for a little while last time and this time. So thank you all so much. And I will be coming back to you very soon. Brandy will be on Wednesday to catch you up on what she knows about Harley. We'll keep you informed on Wednesday with everything that happens between today and the chimney removal and anything that happens by Wednesday. Hopefully I will have a private investigator that says what he will take the case for and let you guys know how much it's going to be. So, yeah, wasn't it even the dog too, Chronic? Oh, it was so sad. All right. And all you ladies that join my chat each and every time, you have no idea what each of you mean to me. I mean, Chronic is like a sister to me, and the rest of you ladies are becoming that way too. And me and Brandy, like she said, we talk every day. And so I'm just so, so happy to have each of you in your lives. You were put in my life for a reason and a purpose. I know that. And I am learning something from each and every one of you. I looked around my circle a while back and I was like, I have no women to look up to. I have no women to even be on the same level with. Like, really, this is all I have? And I prayed and I said, God, will you please just put the right people in my path? Please send me some women that I can connect with on a whole nother level. And here we are with each and every one of you that email me, that communicate with me, that come on here and comment all the time. You don't have to support me with money. Just commenting all the time, just being here. My moderators who do what they do for absolutely free, for no praise whatsoever. I need to give them more praise every time I do a video. And just each and every one of you have no idea what you mean to me and the effects that you all are having on my life. And I just want to say thank you, and I'm so grateful. Bye, everyone.